Educators from the local and global community can gather in Opus Z to immerse themselves in new modes of learning with and about educational technologies. In music, an opus number categorizes a piece of music within a large library of repertoire. This term is fitting for a virtual environment focused on narrowing down a sea of educational technologies for blended learning in secondary music and art classes. The letter Z represents the digital natives that participants are working to motivate in their own classroom settings.
Hello, my name is Chelsea Hill, and I am the content creator of Opus Z Virtual Island. I'm also an orchestra director hoping to inspire music and art teachers to come together to build standards-based skills through new media literacies. When participants arrive, they will be immediately encouraged to use multimedia. There's a lot of seating for participants so that the avatars can feel a sense of presence as soon as they arrive. There's scrolling texts throughout the island, like you see behind me, video tutorials, and interactive ways to reflect through multimedia within the digital space.
Here's a great view of what the space looks like when the avatars arrive. Video tutorials are set up in the northwest quadrant to facilitate self-paced learning. It is important to have clear expectations for participants that are new to virtual environments. For this reason, many social media outlets will be used to advertise upcoming events and flipped learning activities. Some of the media already inside the space includes digital assessments in real time with large groups using QR codes, flipped learning to teach music improvisation, and digital video assessments. Inside the Listening Map Cafe, students will discuss the endless possibilities of dual-channel learning. After all, we retain much more of what we see and hear at the same time. Inside the cafe, we examine icon maps that outline musical form as we listen to a recording. The wallpaper is the musical contour map. Directly across the field from the Listening Cafe is a space designed for a lecture series and social drum circle all at the same time. I think students will have a lot of fun here. There's some scrolling text that talks about upcoming lectures. And then on the side of the stage, you'll see a message board and a screen to the right of the stage that encourages students to go to the blog to reflect after their discussion. When students arrive at the southeast quadrant, they are at the Opus Z campsite and treehouse. Birds are chirping and there's a walkway that leads over to a campfire. At the Opus Z bonfire, educators will focus on whole group circle discussions and jigsaw activities. Participants will be in groups of 2 or more students to learn about each tent station. In each of the tent stations, students will become experts on a given topic and then share back at the closing campfire. The teacher facilitator will circulate the activity and listen to student conversations and help students that are struggling. Here, students will talk about how to use Gubrick and the Google Classroom in their own settings. Later on in the course, students will be asked to post in the class blog and make reflective statements about how they are utilizing new apps and how they are interacting with their peers in Opus Z. Opus Z can provide eager educators with an affinity space to come together in a playful, childlike community of practice.